So when we last left off the saga of Mohammed's luggage,
Yes.
my son, not the prophet.
Right.
So went to Italy last week. He was on a school trip with his Latin class. Joe and I lurking in the background but not wanting to be chaperones because that's a terrible job.
Yeah, who would want that?
We got home and waited and waited and waited at the baggage carousel for Mohammed's luggage to arrive. As a piece of luggage was rounding the carousel that looked exactly like his bag but was not his bag, and he rightly speculated, I think somebody grabbed the wrong bag. Mm-hmm. This was confirmed when he looked at his phone because we had an air tag in the bag, and we watched it drive up Parley's Canyon and head toward Evanston.
Evanston.
And he was super, super bummed.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's
my stuff.
That's his stuff.
Souvenirs.
And yeah, he had souvenirs in there and clothes.
Dirty underwear.
Yeah. But, you know, he doesn't have a lot of clothes, so most of them were in that suitcase. So we weren't sure what was going to happen. Now, this is not Delta's fault because this is just somebody picking up. You know, it's not like they lost his luggage.
Why don't you buy your son clothes?
I've tried. Oh, this is a whole other thing.
Yeah.
I've begged him. He won't let me buy him clothes. Mm-hmm. And so I say, here's some money. Buy yourself some. Like I give him
then
money.
Then he goes and spends it on cigarettes.
Kids are weird. Like both my younger kids, well, all three of them actually, with clothes specifically, they don't care much about it. They're like, I have clothes. I'm like, but.
Okay. Anyway, the luggage.
This is part of it.
Okay.
So not Delta's fault. So it's not, you know, who knows if we're going to get this back. I told Mohammed, you know, probably this guy will get home and realize it's not his luggage, and he will want his luggage and bring it back.
But you know where it is because the air tag is in it.
Yeah, but it's in Wyoming, and we actually had a very nice friend of the program call when I first told the story, and Katie got their information, and they said they work in Evanston, and they offered to find the bag and bring it back. That was very nice. Thank you, whoever did that. The day after, Delta Airlines delivered the bag to our front door. So the guy brought it back.
Oh, he did?
He drove all the way from Evanston?
All the way.
Wow.
And I just want to have a very grateful shout out to Delta. If you go to x96.com/live, there's the bag right there.
Mm-hmm. Looks like any other bag.
Put a sticker or something on it, you know?
But I was really pleasantly surprised that, because Delta could have just called us and said, "Oh, they brought your bag back. It's here." They delivered it to the front door of the house.
They always. I've had that happen before.
But when they lose your luggage, when it's their fault, why would they do it if it's not?
Because they're nice.
Yeah, I mean that's why I want to.
So we didn't find anything.
So it was locked. So it has a lock on it,
Okay.
and they hadn't opened it.
Oh,
so
maybe the guy couldn't get it open and went, "Oh, this isn't
not
mine.
my luggage."
Yeah.
So Mohammed is thrilled. I can give you guys your souvenirs. So he opens it up.
Well, that's what we've been waiting for.
He opens it up, and remember when we had the folks from the Arts Festival on the other day?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I don't have anything hanging in my house that's just, we bought this picture at Target and hung it up.
Yeah.
Everything has meaning, and there's a story behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike my house where I have a big sign that says no smoking.
That's just to remind him.
Yeah.
And so Mohammed said, I was out in front of the Duomo in Florence, and there were artists painting all along in front of, and I've sent this in, I hope they put it up in the other room. There were artists painting the Duomo right in front of it, and I bought this for you, Mom. Mm-hmm. And it's a lovely painting, which so at first he said there were just these really cool old guys painting, and he said, I asked one of them if I could take their picture, and they looked at me like, well, yeah, but are you going to buy something?
Yeah, take my picture, but you better buy something. Hey, what's the matter here?
Which he said, no, I'm going to buy this for my mom. So I love that he thought of that there, and it's already at Michael's being framed to be in my house, and a story of that it survived Mohammed's lost luggage.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought Joe back because they do a lot of leather in Florence. And
leather, like what?
Got him like a leather toiletry bag. Like And I said, well, what'd you get yourself? He's like, I didn't get myself any. You didn't buy yourself anything?
Why didn't you get some clothes?
You bought
a nice Italian suit.
You bought
some shoes.
Your mom something and your dad something, but you didn't buy. So how cute is that he was super worried about, I got to get my bag back because I got this for mom and this for dad, but not because he bought some wonderful thing in there. That
Once again, your family is perfect. Once again, we have demonstrated that your family doesn't do anything wrong and is tasteful.
and is
tasteful.
So I know you were worried. The bag is back.
The air tag is still there?
Air tag is still there.
Okay.
And so I
see, this is what we're learning. Personalize your luggage.
Yep. Put if he had put just a sticker on the front of that or something.
Yeah.
I would even say not even just a luggage tag because you might not look at, but like some colorful, something.
We've got so many Radio from Hell stickers that people aren't putting on cars. Maybe
put them on your luggage.
Plaster your and it should be something big and
something you can
colorful.
spot.
Yeah, because those bags are they're a million of them.
Mm-hmm.
Those away bags are great, by the way. They're all nice.
Is that a brand?
Yeah, they're hard-sided.
Yeah, Suit's got one of those.
See, and I never have any problems because I have just a duffel bag. It's like a big sack. And it doesn't have a lock or anything. It just ties.
It just
you tie the rope. So I throw that comes down the old luggage chute. Nobody wants to touch it.
Have you ever seen though when you're standing there for your luggage and people that have like the old-fashioned luggage, like with no wheels, just like a old,
Samsonite.
Samsonite suitcase.
Yeah,
the kind that the gorilla would throw in the commercial.
Yeah, what about it? What's wrong? Something wrong with that?
I'm surprised anybody still has. The wheels are so handy.
You know where we get our luggage? DI. You find really good luggage that's been, I don't know why people give it up. Maybe it's
because they buy new luggage
yeah. But I mean it's barely used.
Yeah.
We've gotten a lot of really good.
See, but that's dangerous, though, because if somebody left it at the DI, then they might travel again and see that and think that's their bag, because it used to be their bag.
They might. But
it hasn't happened.
No, it hasn't happened.
Bright ribbon around the handle.
Yeah, that's good.
Stickers on the bag itself. Very personalized luggage tags, like some of these that we're seeing here in the chat room.
Oh, are they?
That are not just regular luggage tags.
Oh,
they're
like
very
super colorful.
Yeah.
What about a stink bomb? Put a stink bomb in there.
Oh yeah. I don't think you'll get on the plane.
Stink bomb?
I think they'll X-ray that.
I am a huge fan, though, of never checking luggage.
When you can, that's great, but you can't always.
Yes, you can. I will never take a bag bigger than what I can carry on.
You know what I do is I wear all of my clothing. So I don't take any luggage. I just put all of like I've got 5 shirts on.
Great, here comes the fat guy going to sit by me.
Several pairs of pants.
Do not check your luggage. If you have your bag with you, guess what never happens?
Yeah, but what if you're going for a very long time?
Yeah, sometimes
you wash clothes when you get there. You've never done laundry on vacation?
Yes, I have, because we usually go to Airbnbs.
Yes.